Okay, here's the boring bit. Anything you hear or see in this video is not investment advice. It could be absolute rubbish. Please do your own research. Hi there, I'm Justin Waite. I'm a microcap investor, not trader. Why microcaps? Because they have the potential for big reward, but come with big risk. That's why you have to have quality filters. All right. By the way, check out, there's a little eye up there. Check out previous videos on my strategy and also my 10 lessons I've learned investing in microcap stocks. By the way, I'm going to change the format up of my videos, okay? Because normally I do a midweek video and an end-of-week video, and I do news and charts. And those videos are quite long. They're like 35 minutes. And we've all got busy lives. We can't sit down for half an hour watching that. And I've looked at the stats section on YouTube, and most people watch for 15 minutes, which is quite long. But then, hang on, well, why do it longer than 15 minutes? So what I'm going to do, okay, and do me a favour, let me know below if you like this. What I'm going to do is 2 different types of videos, in fact 3 different types, shorter videos, okay, so I'm going to do charts, news and educational. All right, so let me know if you think that's good in the comment below, yes or no. So 3 videos a week, pretty much, if I can do it, but shorter, so about 10, 15 minutes per video, and I'll do charts, news and educational. All right, and by all means, on the charts video, this is the new charts video, I'll do a guest chart. So I'll cover charts like the companies I own, but I'll also do a guest video. A guest chart. So let me know if there's a chart you may look at. If I think it's interesting, I'll include it in my chart. Okay, so let me know below if you'd like this new format. Okay, if you 3 videos, educational charts, and also suggest a chart for me below, right below in the comments. Okay, so first of all, don't forget, if you like this video and other videos, hit that subscribe button and the bell. The bell is very important. Don't forget the bell. If you want to be notified when a new video comes out, hit that bell. You'll only see the bell though when you hit the subscribe button. So if you look into the bell, where's the bell? There's the bell here, the bell. Where's the bell card? You'll only see it after hitting that subscribe button, okay? Okay, let's look at some charts. So the first chart is gold. Always believe in your soul. Spandabalo, 1983. I don't know if it was 83. But listen, this is hugely strong in the momentum. So I noticed here earlier, look at this. This is a divergence, negative divergence of the RSI and the price action. But it's not giving up. Look at this, way off its 200-day moving average. Of course, we've got central banks devaluing. We've got the global growth slowing down because of that. We've got countries, there's certain countries at the moment exploding, like Argentina. You've got Brexit. You've got trade tariffs. This is all playing into a slower global growth. You've got inverted yield curves, So, while currencies are getting weaker, where's the safe haven? Gold is on a store. I think it'll rally up to 2,000, pretty much. Round about that, if more. It's going to go crazy, honestly. So this little bit of weakness here, it's not going to last long. I really don't believe that. Look at this. Even though RSI has been coming down, okay, and the MACD is rolling over, it refuses to budge. This was negative today, gold, all right? And now it's going back up. So any dips, I bought a bit more gold today, an ETF, okay? ETF, in fact, I'll put the link below, the ETF I own below, the funds I own below, but in the comments there. And but I think gold, if you want to hedge against a falling stock market, inverted yield curves suggest it's going to be happening around about the back end of next year if we get a recession. But, even manufacturing data out today, was it the UK, sorry, the worst manufacturing for 7 years. So the PMI is out. We are in contraction territory in manufacturing, which is not very good. And of course, you've got all this Brexit stuff going on, shenanigans with it. It's going to play. It takes a while. Global growth is like a super tanker. In fact, it's a million super tankers, but it is slowing down. And I believe we'll see the evidence of this next year. So if you can get some exposure to gold, talking about explorers, producers, I prefer to play the ETF because it's a bit more stable, a bit more, thing. But I genuinely think, look at this. It's now popping above the RSI 70 again. It didn't stay there for long. but it's coming back. I mean, if you'd got this gold, if you'd bought some more gold at 15.27, you're laughing. If you brought it down here, you're laughing your heads off. You're hysterical, you know. Okay, another safe haven, I believe. That's why I'm into Arbo or Arb or Argo. Argo is the Bitcoin, the BTC, the granddaddy of all the cryptos. Look at this. It's conforming. Let's get rid of this here. Here we got the wedge, okay? Bam, right up there at, what, $13,000, the Bitcoin. It's come down to around about 9.4, okay? Back up. It's in a wedge, a falling wedge here. This is because this will go higher. This will pop above this. I said this previously. Bitcoin's going higher. Bitcoin's going higher. Just walk around the streets, tell people, Bitcoin's going higher. Excuse me, madam, just strangers in shops. Bitcoin is going higher. Just keep saying that to people. It will go higher. I got it. Look at this. We got on the MACD down here. Right, we've got the convergence, and now positive divergence there. It's converged, positive. It'll head up above that zero level. Last time I did this, look at the move it made. It went to the top of the range. Okay. Yeah, and look at that. It went down even 50. When's the last time it went down below 50? I don't know what happened in that recent sell-off. But Bitcoin does not. I said, oh, maybe I'm wrong on this. I'm not wrong. This is going higher. This is strong, man. I mean, look at the momentum here. It's tripled in the last several months. Okay, from this level, $3,000, the Bitcoin, to 12,000. It's quadrupled. Sorry, that's why it's having a breather. That's why it needs this wedge to have a breather, consolidate. But it will pop higher. This is going a lot higher. Let's go back actually. Do you know, I'm not one of those guys who'll predict is Bitcoin going to... I've seen lots of people do that, and you get suckered into these. And they put it on their YouTube titles. Is Bitcoin going to $100,000? I don't know. I don't know where it's going. But I tell you something, it's going higher, okay? Tell people it's going higher. If you're not into Bitcoin, if you don't know how to play this or get exposure to it, it's a safe haven asset. I explained before, there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin in issuance, in circulation. There's already 16.8 million, okay? And people are mining it like crazy. So supply will stay restricted. Demand, when other currencies are getting weaker, will go up, okay? So in my mind, Bitcoin is going higher, okay? This is my sort of exposure to Bitcoin is through ARBs, which is ARB, Argo Mining. Argo Mining are, of course, a Bitcoin miner. They're not just a Bitcoin miner; they are a crypto miner. I think mainly Bitcoin. They're aiming to be one of the biggest, most cost-effective, low-cost miners around. And in fact, look at that! Look at that! This is how you get exposure here. They announced the news. I covered the news on the weekend, but they announced this today. They were going to do a share swap, a collaboration with Hive, which is another miner, and they said no, they're not doing that anymore. Do you know why? Because they don't need to. They're not going to give their shares away. They realise they're storming it. They're just saying, sorry guys, you know what? We've had a rethink. We're going great guns. We are profitable at $2,000 the Bitcoin. That's why we're not share swapping with you, who are like profitable a lot higher than that. What's the point of doing that? Doesn't make any sense. We are a lot more profitable, and by the end of the year, our output, our mining capacity will triple. So look at that, new range in the Argo. That is good. It's a little cool off here. Look at this, from this convergence here, the MACD straight up over the 2-0. The party doesn't start here until we get above 60. Above 60 now, the party's starting. Sometimes the RSI, right? People 70 on the RSI, people regard it as overbought. You know, a share price doesn't really move until the RSI gets above 70. Then it will pull back, but it doesn't almost register, you know, until it gets above that. Look at this here. So down here, it got above 70. Yes, it gapped up nicely there. Okay. But then it calmed down. But it's until it starts doing that for the first time, it doesn't really make a move. Did it again here. Did it again. It tried to beat the top. There we had divergence. Look, a new high, but RSI really kicked back down here. Really softened off. Then the convergence, RSI building again. This is going to motor. This is going to break 11 pence. I really think they're. I mean, was the last July? I think it was the last full trading update. They'll have another one. They're doing monthly trading updates, aren't they? So they acquired, around about 162, 163 Bitcoin. They accumulated 1.36 million that month. If they're doing this monthly and their capacity is going up all the time, they are chucking. I mean, obviously, they're crypto assets. I don't know how much they're converting, but it's worth looking at. Okay, that's that. What we're looking at next. This is a trading view, by the way. Bids. This is a Bidstack. Trading a wedge here. Bidstack. Nice rise today. Look, it's conforming, bouncing off this mid-level here. But this is a wedge for Bidstack. It dipped level 50 on the RSI. It's come up here, but it's a wedge. Sooner or later it'll pop. You know, the guys have released significant news. It's fantastic there. So I like Bitcoin, Bidstack a lot. Of course, in-game advertiser. I've done videos on Bidstack before. By the way, click the eye. Where's the eye? Up there. If you want to see my previous video on, oh, it's up there, isn't it? Somewhere, whatever it is. Top right eye, you'll see my video on Argo Mining, okay? So we'll look at that. What are we looking at next? Bidstack. What was next there? You're paying attention. Immotion. Had a move on Friday, Immotion. And I did say, didn't I? I said the MACD, look, the MACD converged, moving up towards zero. That's good. And so we had this little pop on Friday. Today, there was something wrong with the date on the charts, because it was up. But this is a good move. This is a consolidation now. On this level, this line here, good support here. I expect to move higher. If news drops, it'll really move, because we've had the sell-off. It's come down. We've had the sell-off. All the sellers are out now, pretty much. The director's board is 6.7 in the open market, 190 grand's worth. If we have some nice, decent news now, it'll move it up, I assume. I hope it will. Look at that. The 200-day moving average is coming around. 125 is coming around. So I like that a lot. Decent. Itaconix had a sell-off today. This I'm going to get ready to top up on. I'll tell you when. It's like 6 million market cap, 6.5 million. Less than that. But we've had this RSI coming back. I've set alerts here and here. So if it cools off on this level and just bottoms out here, I'm buying more. I think I'd be surprised if it comes below 2. You know? It's 2.3 now. I'm happy to go more on this. I think it's one of these companies, like I said, revenue's growing. It'd be self-sustaining. I like it a lot. Skin in the game, you know, the directors. I like Itaconix. Again, look at the eye above the screen there, and you'll see my previous video on Itaconix there. Okay. Let's go next with Orph. I don't know if you heard on the podcast today, Cahill hasn't released news yet, but he's reiterating his strategy. This is bottoming out nicely. We haven't got a lot of data to go on. It's a new stock, so yeah, I'll let them. He did say he's going to have news out 6 weeks to a month. 6 weeks to a month? 4 weeks to a month? What? 4 to 6 weeks. A month to 6 weeks. That's what I meant to say, didn't I? So yeah, there's not a lot to go on there. What's next here? We've got Tex Nuts. Nuformix. Anything happening there? Then Pollux. Nuformix, NFX. Okay, I like this. Again, it's flattened out. Look at that. This is consolidated. Didn't like it down there. Broke up here, hit that, oversold. Whoa, don't like it down there. It's too cold. Oof. Below this level here, it's like freezing water. That's what I think. I never thought that before. That's what I'm thinking now. I think below the oversold level, freezing water, bounce out. Didn't like that at all. This is the new support level. It'll consolidate the bottom around here, ready for new news. If you get any news. Polarean. Don't know what's happening. You've got a big seller come in. Look at the volume here. Well, I've said that. It's Amphion. Look at that. They are selling. Why haven't they notified? Someone's selling here. I'll go into the news of this. But look at this. It's dipped and hit this support level 20 pence and bounced off it. Doesn't like it down there. Again, not quite oversold in the 40, but it has to come round. Still see a bit of volatility here, but I think it will hit 20 pence. If you can pick this up at 20 pence, you've done the research. I think that's a good price, to be honest. Like I said, significant milestone out very soon on the enrolment of the clinical phase 3 trials there. So that's news there. What's next on the text? We've got Skin, SCI Wey. Okay, Skin. Let's have a look there. Skin. Jerry. I tell you what. Jerry likes a tweet or two. He's very active on the Twitter, Jerry, the CEO. I question that sometimes. I like it. He's passionate. It's a fine line between passion and ramping. No, but to be fair, Jerry, that's the passion of a CEO, is skin in the game, you know. And Jerry's very passionate about the business. He seems to know a lot more than, obviously, everyone else. He's a CEO. He's very confident. I like that. And it's moved up today. Look at the RSI. There's relative strength, there's momentum. By the way, if you want to see a previous video of mine on relative strength, click the eye as well above, and you'll see that, or it's below the video, okay? Relative strength is all about momentum, which counts for a lot in small cap stocks. Next one is Safestay. Safestay is doing my head in. It's not moving. It will move, though. Look at that. It's bottomed out now. It's coming round. Yes. Yes, yes. They released news. The MACD, look, converged, and now it's diverging. Sorry. It's, get up there. Look at that. All we need is a bit of news, guys. It's all we need. And this will go well. The sellers have come in. There's been sellers, constant sellers are drying up the volume there. With news, this will move. Check below my video on Safestay. And finally, I'm going to look at Wey. Okay, last one. Wey Education. Nice. Look at that. Look at there. I like this. I like this crossing of the 125, the 200 moving average. Popped up on the RSI. Just MACD over the zero. Nice. It's going to move here. I like the movement. That's positive. Hopefully we'll see some more positive news with news coming out. We know it's a sustainable business. It has cash. It has decent revenues. They're expanding. They're growing 44% this year. And they no longer need to go back to market. And they're in a growing sector. Online education. Apparently, what is it? Home educated kids. The amount went up by 44% last year. Okay, and this is very good exposure to this market. I like it a lot. Okay, that's my chart version. Hope you liked it. Like I said, again, if you like just charts or me segmenting, charts, news, education, if you like that, just say yes or no below. Okay, let me know about that. And if you do want me to do this as well, maybe suggest a chart I can look at. If it's interesting, if there's a breakout happening, I'll have a look at this time next week. That's about it. And don't forget, of course, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want my next video straight to your inbox.